You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
And good morning, 7:02 right now, getting us started on our good old Thursday morning. I take that back. It is Wednesday morning. Good morning, everyone. Sure hope you have a great day today. It's another cold start to the day. I want to start you off with a live view from Maynardville here this morning. Got a camera up on top of the courthouse. Thanks to Jason Bailey for allowing me to put that up on top of the courthouse, seeing the beautiful sunrise that's getting ready to take shape around the Maynardville, Union County area. Again, I've got cameras going up all over East Tennessee. And we talked about it yesterday, so let's go ahead and highlight it this morning. If you're just now tuning in, let's go ahead and give you some traffic information. So we've got the TDOT map pulled up right now. The good news is traffic is running smoothly here around East Tennessee to get the day started. No major issues to speak of, so no accidents. We'll zoom you right into town and throw on a couple cameras here for you as we'll get an idea of what's going on across central Knox County. We'll click on a camera right there off of Walker Springs Road and also Interstate 40. You can see traffic is running smoothly here this morning, so volume's gradually building. I would imagine that volume's going to stay a little bit on the lower end here throughout the day today due to the fact that, well, a lot of folks are already starting to take time off. A lot of people are already starting to travel across the country, and it is going to get busy for traveling here over the next short while. Good news is there's no major airport delays, and we are talking about that national travel forecast. That's coming up here in just a little bit. So again, that's a live look there at Interstate 40 and Walker Springs. So traffic is running smoothly here to get the day started. So good morning, 7:03 right now. Checking that time so you don't run late here as we get started on this Wednesday morning. I said it was Thursday, but it's not. I was wishing it was Thursday. That's just one more day closer to the Christmas holiday. So sure hope everyone's doing great. Did you enjoy yesterday? It was cold. Yesterday just bit right through you all day long. You had to have the heavy winter coats on. We had a little bit of a breeze out there with temperatures only hovering right around 40 all day. We had wind chill values in the 30s. At least we're going to start to see some slightly warmer weather heading our way throughout the day today. So here are your weather headlines getting the day started. And good morning, Lisa from Seymour here this morning. Merry Christmas to you and to everybody as well. So cold and sunny throughout the day today, but a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday. It's going to be dry through the work week, a warm Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then Christmas Day, rain looking possible, if not just plain likely, through the afternoon. Again, it does look like it's probably going to be around noon or shortly thereafter on Christmas Day, subject to change, so we'll keep you posted on how this all plays out. I'll show you another gorgeous view up across the higher elevations. We'll take you to Look Rock. Look at that beautiful sunrise here this morning. Chilly up in the mountains, and a nice gorgeous view from Purchase Knob. Current temperature in the Smokies and the mountains are now sitting at 33. Look at that dew point, though. That's the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Dew point of only 2 degrees, so extremely dry air in the low levels of the atmosphere. You can start to see those high, thin clouds swinging on in from our satellite and radar view here at this hour. Again, just going to give us a nice sunrise, so grab the cameras because we have a gorgeous sunrise taking shape already here to get the day started. We'll swing over and talk about your road conditions here as well. And so no major issues on the roadways here this morning. We have dry road conditions. Traffic and volume of traffic is on the lower end, and visibility-wise, not an issue. So we do have some high, thin clouds out there, but we don't have the low clouds here to get the day started. Maybe a little bit of fog showing up across parts of Claiborne, Hawkins, Hancock County, maybe northern Granger County. So if you're joining us from Blaine, you may, or Rutledge area, you may have just a little bit of fog as you travel out and about. But all in all, it is coffee time because it's cold this morning. Again, like yesterday, it's going to cut right through you this morning. Temperatures now hovering in the 20s, couple pockets of 30s, but most of us are in the low, mid, and upper 20s with 27 now at McGee-Tyson Airport. We've got 23 in Dayton, 23 also in Greene County, and 21 in Scott County for you folks joining us from Huntsville. For the most part, temperatures are at or maybe even slightly warmer than what we had yesterday, but it doesn't really feel like it, does it? It's a cold start for sure. All right, so here's your out-the-door forecast. If you just need to get out the door, you're like, come on, Witcher, get along with the forecast. Here you go. A nice little warm-up on the way. By noon, we're already at 42, so that's a good sign. Not much to show you on the future cast. Again, just some high, thin clouds drifting on through, but temperatures do top out back closer to those seasonal averages. Averages for this time of year are right around 50 in Knoxville, a little bit warmer in Chattanooga, a little bit cooler in Tri-Cities, and for you folks in Cumberland County. But either way you look at it, more average weather is on the way. So hopefully you're getting all your shopping done, your cooking done, your baking. If you're baking, I asked that question yesterday. I said, what do you got going on for the rest of the day? And a lot of you, most of you, I was actually surprised. A lot of you said that you had a lot of your stuff done. There were a couple of last minute shoppers out there. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to wait to the last minute. Hopefully you can find what you want. All right, forecast wind chill values here this afternoon. Excuse me, that was on Tuesday. That is not correct. So no wind chill values throughout the day today. The wind is going to back off from what we saw yesterday. But as we head through the evening hours, by the evening rush hour, we're down to 47. And by bedtime tonight, we're down to 36. So it's going to be a chilly evening. Maybe if you have kids, you put the kids off to bed, you light a fire in the fireplace, and you just sit down and start wrapping all those presents. I think that's what we are going to be doing today, considering that Knox County schools have a half day today. So remember that, moms and dads. If you're joining Knox County, kids will be coming home from school around 11:15 or so, 11 noon, I think it is. Either way, all right, so now Christmas break starts tomorrow for a lot of kids. If they've not already been on Christmas break or maybe here this week, they'll continue to get on Christmas break. And again, it looks like a nice weather pattern on the way. So tomorrow morning, we're going to start off with temps back into the 20s. Another chilly start to the day tomorrow. 3-day forecast. We'll see those temperatures climb into the low 50s Thursday, upper 50s Friday. Look at Saturday. We're going to be pushing close to 60. So a nice little warming trend is on the way to wrap up the week, and quiet and dry weather conditions. Now, if that's all you need to know, we sure hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Pack your patience if you're out to doing some shopping here. Other than that, I want to highlight what's going on the travel forecast, because a lot of folks are going to be traveling here this week, whether you're driving or flying. So today's travel impacts are going to be pretty much null and void across most of the country. The West Coast, we're looking at a lot of rain. So we'll have some moderate travel impacts across parts of California, northern Nevada, I should say, and parts of Utah and up near Seattle. But that should be about the extent of it. Looking at our travel impacts tomorrow, we're going to see big travel impacts closer to L.A., much of California, thanks to that wet weather that's swinging its way on through. We're starting to see some travel impacts push its way into parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Anybody traveling along I-20 or Interstate 40, you may run into a few impacts on Thursday. Heading into our Friday, travel impacts really start to pick up across the desert Southwest. So we're talking California, Arizona, the Four Corners area. And then the travel impacts will start to increase Friday across the Pacific Northwest as another disturbance moves its way in. And that's going to be our Christmas Day disturbance. That's going to just get its act together across the Pacific Northwest. We'll start to see some rain showers across the Great Plains and the upper Midwest, but just in the form of rain, which of course we'll highlight rain and snowfall forecast here in a moment. Your snowfall forecast just through Friday, again, not any major player. So good news, we don't have any major winter storms that are going to be affecting us from now through Friday. Rainfall amounts will start to pick up across parts of the southern Great Plains. Then you look at your Saturday travel impacts. Okay, so now we're getting closer to Christmas. A lot of folks are going to be traveling out and about, and travel impacts will be big time across parts of the Four Corners. And that's not going to be in the form of rain. It's actually going to be in the form of snow. So when you look at your snowfall forecast, we're looking at some fresh powder across the Rockies, all the way down into the mountains of Arizona and New Mexico, the Pacific Northwest, the Intermountain West. And then we're going to start to see more snow develop across parts of Nebraska, North South Dakota, and northern Minnesota. And that would be all the way through Monday. So as we get into the weekend and as the storm starts to really develop across the Four Corners, it is going to create some travel impact. So if you're traveling from now through Friday across the country, you'll be doing just fine. Of course, weather-wise, who knows what the airlines are going to be doing. But I looked at McGee-Tyson Airport here this morning, and there weren't any major airport delays. But make sure you call your carriers ahead of time if you are going to be traveling. And then as we get into the weekend and into Christmas Day, these are going to be the travel impacts across the Great Plains and the East Coast. We are talking rainfall to work its way on in. Temperature trend, we are trending upwards. So nice little warming trend on the way. It is going to be a warmer Christmas this year. So when you look at Christmas Day, we're going to be hovering near 60. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. But when you highlight that Christmas Day forecast, mostly cloudy skies, increasing rain. I say late. I think as it stands right now, probably after about, say noon or so, we'll start to see the rain showers settle on in. So if you're opening up presents on Christmas morning, maybe your kids got some bikes or scooters or rollerblades or roller skates and just want to get outside and play a little bit, probably be able to do that before noon. Again, it's only Wednesday, so we'll see how this storm system evolves and develops over time, but going about a 70% chance of rain as it stands right now. So let's go say hi to everybody. For a second, let's go back to the East Tennessee weather app. Again, if you are traveling and you're traveling to another city across the country or even here locally, don't forget in the top center of your app, if you've not downloaded the app, just go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and type in East TN Weather, all one word. It's the orange TN with the white lightning bolt, black background. But in the top center of the screen, you can click on that plus sign. Yesterday, we added Chicago. Let's add a different location. Let's go Los Angeles, okay? Actually, my computer, my keyboard's not working right now. But anyways, you type in, let's see, we'll cancel that. You type in the city you may be going to, and then that will show you not only the temperatures right there with the temperature and the 3-day forecast, but the weather map will change below it. So you've got Denver in there. We added Chicago yesterday. So Chicago's sitting at 33 right now, warming to 42 today. We are looking at increasing rain in Chicago as we get into our Friday. So that will be a great tool as you travel out and about, no matter what city you may be traveling to. All right, let's say good morning, everyone. See how everyone's doing. If you're joining us on Roku or Amazon Fire, you can't add to the conversation, but you can open up the Facebook pages, Mike Witcher TV and or East Tennessee Weather, and you can add to the conversation. But hopefully you're having a great day. Good on you for some of you who have finished your Christmas shopping. You've already got the presents done. A couple of you said, yeah, got a couple of hot toddies and just kick back and relax, watch some Christmas movies because you are done. For you last-minute stragglers out there, yeah, go brave the crowds. It's it's not been too bad. I was out in Turkey Creek yesterday. I've been to the mall a couple times. The mall, of course, is packed, and it's funny. I went to Costco yesterday to get some. We're doing actually king crab legs for Christmas dinner. It's just the four of us, so I'm not going to cook a big old Christmas dinner. But I could not find a parking spot in the Costco parking lot. I literally sat there and drove around for probably 5 to 8 minutes or so. Finally saw somebody getting in their car, so boop, boop, turn on the blinker and just wait your turn. But then I went inside, and it actually wasn't even that crazy. I even told one of the employees, I was like, I thought it was going to be a lot crazier in here, and it was not. So good morning, Jean and Linda here. Kimberly, good morning. Sure hope you have a great day. It's can't believe Christmas is just, 5 days away now. 5 days away. Whew. Does it feel like the season? Have you gotten into the Christmas spirit? Hopefully so. Good morning, La Follette, Campbell County. Glad you're joining us here this morning. We got Kathy and Don on here. David's on here as well as Anthony. Good morning to you. It's just time to get everything wrapped up. Buck says, snowmobiling's definitely not happening this year. Looks like a motorcycle ride. A good old Christmas Day motorcycle ride. Maybe in the morning, Buck, or maybe just do it on Christmas Eve. Anybody heading out to Christmas Eve services? Do you have traditions? There we go. That's what I should ask tomorrow. So keep that in mind. If you join every day, keep that in mind. Tomorrow we'll ask about Christmas traditions. What are your traditions? I love traditions. My wife and I have had a couple of traditions. Mostly it's been crab legs and lobster for Valentine's Day, our anniversary, and sometimes we've done it for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But traditions are amazing. So hopefully if you have some childhood traditions, you're keeping that going with your family. It's kind of what it's all about, Whatever those traditions may be, doesn't matter. At sorry, Danny, Belleville, Michigan. It's possible. It's by DTW Detroit. I guess that's Detroit Airport. Few adult cocktails, some prime rib. So Danny, are you traveling to Michigan? Is that if so, put that into the East Tennessee weather app. You'll be able to get the forecast there. You'll be able to see some of the snow and the rain that will be moving its way on in. It's a chilly start to the day for sure. Kids are off to school. They got a half day, and Maria is all about traditions. So am I. I'm trying to think of some of my childhood traditions were, and we've kind of continued that with our family, is we always got to open up one present on Christmas Eve. But it wasn't always just an ordinary present. Actually, my uncle used to save his change. He spent cash for everything because that's what they did back in the day. Saved all of his change, and he had 3 peanut, like the old peanut canisters. And every day he'd come home with change in his pockets, or at the end of the day, he would just throw change in all three of those. Well, I had two brothers, so they were for the three of us kids. And on Christmas or before Christmas, he'd pack them up and send them our way. And so it would have a 1, 2, or 3 on these containers. And so we had to draw numbers as kids, and you got a container. You opened it up. We always knew what it was, but then you sat down and you got to count the change. You usually would put like a $20 bill or something, maybe a $100 bill on top of all the change, but you'd have this giant peanut canister filled with change. And so we'd count it, and every year it would be different. So we'd all end up with different money, different amounts of money. So I've not done that with my kids, but our tradition is we always open up one present on Christmas Eve from us. And it usually consists of PJs and a movie and popcorn. So we sit down on Christmas Eve and usually watch a movie and get ready for Santa to come that night. And then we open up presents, obviously, on Christmas Day. We usually open up on Christmas Day, do all the Santa Claus stuff, the stockings first. Then we cook breakfast, and then we go back to the presents and enjoy. So we'll see how it plays out this year. Try to hold that every year, but with just the four of us, it doesn't always stay that way. That's okay. Whew. All right. Chicken and dressing, Stephanie says. Can't wait traveling west to West Tennessee Sunday morning. So West Tennessee on Sunday morning, you may run into some rain showers on Sunday if you're traveling to West Tennessee. But Stephanie, sure hope you have a great Christmas. Yeah. I can't believe Christmas is right around the corner. And then we're going to be transitioning to New Year's, and we'll talk about New Year's traditions, New Year's celebrations, New Year's resolutions, if you make those. Some of you do, some of you don't. But all in all, for those of you just now joining, I'll go back to the weather maps here for a second, give you a forecast for the day ahead of us today and what's in store for the next couple of days. Then we'll wrap things up, and I'll send you back to the 24-hour channel. And again, then we'll go back to traffic here in just a second. All right, so your weather headlines: cold and sunny ahead of us today, but a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. Dry through the rest of the week. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are going to be on the warm side. Christmas Day, rain is possible, if not just plain likely at this point of the game. Got some beautiful colors in the sky here this morning. That's a live look there from Look Rock. It's 24 degrees. It is cold in the mountains, but it's cold everywhere, and a beautiful view from Purchase Knob with a temperature now of 32. So those mid to high level clouds will continue to stream on through. We'll see a lot more cloud coverage throughout the day, but at least it's going to be a little bit warmer. Road conditions are doing fantastic here this morning. Visibility is great as well, and no fog really to cause any major problems. So we go back to the TDOT cameras. That's a live view of 40 and Walker Springs here at this hour. We talked about it yesterday. A lot of you said, yeah, I'd like to get a little bit of traffic information. So we'll show you a little of a wider view of see if there's any incidents out there this morning. And it does not appear to be any major problems here at this hour. So anybody going to be traveling in and around the downtown area, we'll show you what it looks like at 40 and Western Avenue. So obviously volume is starting to pick up there. We'll jump down to by UT Medical Center down Alcoa Highway and show you what it looks like on Alcoa Highway. That's north and southbound on Alcoa. And again, traffic coming into town, a little bit busier than traffic heading south. And anybody traveling Pellissippi Parkway, and we'll show you what it looks like on Pellissippi Parkway here. This would be 40 and Pellissippi Parkway and Westland Drive. And again, volume of traffic is gradually building, but no incidents on the roads. All right, so we'll go back to the weather maps. We don't have any fog out there here this morning, but it is cold to get the day started. We're now sitting at 27 degrees in Knoxville, 27 Chattanooga, and we have 20 degrees in Union County. Got a great sunrise taking shape here this morning. Temperatures are about the same as we were yesterday. A couple of degrees warmer in some locations, i.e. Cumberland County. You're now 7 degrees warmer, but 5 degrees colder in the Tri-Cities area. For the forecast for the day today, increase in mid to high level clouds. So we'll have more cloud coverage. We'll at least be in the 40s by lunchtime. So that's good because we only stayed in the 40s yesterday, and our goal today is going to be near 50. And if you have evening plans, if you're going to be doing some shopping or whatnot, or heading out to dinner because you don't want to cook here, it's going to be a great night, but grab the jackets. We'll drop those temperatures from 47 for the evening rush hour down to 36 by 9. And then overnight lows tonight drop back down to the 20s. So another chilly start to our day. If you have any travel plans across the country, let's highlight that travel forecast. It's smooth sailing here all the way through Saturday. Sunday, we'll see the clouds really start to increase. Monday for Christmas Day, we'll see rain. But those travel impacts will move their way inland from the West Coast. Big travel concerns over into parts of L.A. That moves its way into Phoenix and parts of Arizona, thanks to heavy rain and snow that's going to be developing as our Christmas Day storm starts to work our way. So when you look at the travel impacts on Saturday, that storm's going to work its way over the Four Corners area, and that's all going to be in the form of snow. So if anybody's heading off to the Four Corners, the West Coast, the Intermountain West, Colorado, say, for the holidays, doing some skiing, perfect ski conditions on the way. Places like Durango, Silverton, we've got Wolf Creek, all going to get hammered with some fresh Christmas snow. And along and west of the Mississippi River Valley, we'll see some big impacts due to heavy rain as the storm system tracks its way into our area. It is going to be warmer, though, this year, and we're talking temperatures for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, hovering right around 60 degrees, but rain does increase throughout the day on Christmas Day. So we sure hope you have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining me here this morning, each and every day, right around 7 o'clock. Over the weekends, we'll do it at about 8 o'clock in the morning. And on Christmas Day, we will not be broadcasting live. I want you to be with your family. I will still have weather updates for you on the 24-hour channel on YouTube. And, of course, on the East Tennessee Weather app for anybody that may be traveling during Christmas Day. You know, usually it's locally. You're hitting a couple families here or there. But it's something to keep in mind that I will keep you posted, but we will not be broadcasting live that day. I want to be with my family, and I know you want to be with your family. So as we get ready to head off to break here, another view from Maynardville. Good morning, Union County. Got the clouds starting to increase across the area, and that will be the story for the day today as the clouds increase, but temperatures increase as well. We're going to pick up the 24-hour weather channel from the top. If you missed any of that forecasting, I come up about every 5 to 8 minutes. You don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, just search EastTNWeather.com EastTN Weather through the Google Play Store or the App Store. And don't forget, you can always go to EastTNWeather.com for the latest weather information. All right, have a wonderful and safe day. Pack those patience. We're almost there, my friends. We're almost there. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Have a great day. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. A little bit warmer today, some high thin clouds, but still chilly, and it's still cold this morning. So make sure everyone's bundled up. Dry through the work week, warm for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and yes, the rain is looking more possible on Christmas Day. And of course, we're going to highlight that forecast. Join me on social media at Mike Witcher TV and or East Tennessee Weather on Facebook. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget, this 24-hour live stream is available on ROKU TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, the website, the app, you name it, we've got you covered. Out the door this morning, temperatures start off in the 20s. We should warm into the low 40s by noon. Our forecast highs should be in the 40s to near 50 degrees, so pretty average for this time of the year. Our average high in and around the Central Valley is 50. As we get into the evening hours, for the evening rush hour, we're down to 47, 40 by 7, and by bedtime, we're back down to about 36 degrees. We've got much more on your forecast ahead over the next 3 days, plus your travel forecast. That's all coming up right here on East Tennessee Weather. All right, let's go ahead and pick up our timeline by tomorrow morning. Another chilly start to the day. We're going to be back into the 20s, and it's been cold this morning as well. But just a couple more days, those morning lows will start to come up as we start to see more moisture being added to the atmosphere. So your day planner for your Thursday, I'm going to keep the day planners going for several days due to the fact that, listen, we're trying to get out, we're trying to shop, we're trying to wrap things up to get ready for the holidays. Maybe you've got to run a bunch of errands today and or tomorrow. And so tomorrow's going to be a great day with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll see those temperatures warm nicely. By 3 o'clock, we'll be back into the low 50s. And our goal today, tomorrow, is going to be in the low to mid 50s. So a nice Thursday ahead of us. 3-day forecast, or I should say your evening forecast for your Thursday should be nice, quiet, and chilly. And your 3-day forecast, temperatures continue to come on up as we round out the week. Friday, we'll be pushing about 57 degrees, so a nice little warming trend is on the way. We're talking about the big picture weather pattern and, of course, your travel impacts across the U.S. If you are traveling across the United States for the holidays, I've got you covered with the latest impacts coming up. As promised, let's talk about that national travel impacts. We got a couple storm systems on the way, but the general idea is it's going to be pretty smooth sailing for at least the next couple of days. So we'll be highlighting that here locally, dry through the work week. It's going to be warm Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but rain showers increase on Christmas Day. Big picture weather pattern. We pick up our timeline this morning. Our trough moves its way on out. Nice little ridge of high pressure starts to build its way back into the area, and that's going to be affecting much of the country. And so that's going to give us some nice, quiet travel conditions. There is a low pressure system off the coast of California. That is going to create some impacts with some heavy rain down into Southern California throughout the day today. You can see that from San Francisco to LA. A little bit of activity over into parts of, say, western Utah, eastern Nevada, and over near Seattle. But that should be about the extent of it. Getting into our Thursday, we'll see a few more travel impacts, but again, moderate impacts is the area shaded in yellow. The area shaded in red is the high impacts across Southern California. As that storm system moves its way into Arizona, it's going to create some pretty big impacts on Friday. So if you're traveling on Friday, impacts across parts of Arizona, Southern California, the Pacific Northwest, a little bit across the high plains and the upper Midwest. And then again, we're going to talk showers right along and west of the Mississippi River Valley. That's where we're going to see the biggest impacts as we head into our Friday, with some heavy rain and a lot of wind down across much of the southwestern U.S. Not a lot of snow all the way through Friday, so no major travel impacts when we're talking icing and snow. But when we're talking rain, yeah, the rainfall will continue to pick up. Now, the snow does increase across the Four Corners as this next storm system moves its way on in, and that's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday time frame, and you can see how it's going to be working its way across the Great Plains. That's going to produce some pretty big impacts on Saturday, especially across parts of western Colorado, northern New Mexico, and Arizona, and even down into Texas as well. So we are looking at bigger impacts there. And in Colorado and the West Coast, it's going to be in the form of snow. For folks right along the Mississippi River Valley, it's going to be heavy rain, and that's the storm system that's going to be heading our way as we head through Christmas Day. Temperature trend, not bad though. We're going to be trending 10 degrees above average on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. Have a great day and travel safely. let's bring it back down to the local level. We talked about your travel forecast. We've had the current conditions, 7 days, day parts, future casts. You name it, you get it right here at East Tennessee Weather. So bringing it back down to the local level and through the day today, we're talking temperatures to warm in the upper 40s, maybe a few pockets of 50s. So a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday. We'll have a few high thin clouds hanging out with us. And then overnight tonight, we're back down in the 20s, so another chilly start to our day then. Temperature trend, as we mentioned earlier, we're warming nicely Friday. We're at 57. Over the weekend, we're going to be pushing the 50s and low 60s. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are going to be on the warm side, and maybe even the day after as well. So as we highlight that Christmas Day forecast, it does look like rain is going to settle on in for the day or through the day right now. So we've bumped it up from a 40% to about a 70% chance of rain. Yes, it looks likely that we'll have some rain, but hey, listen, it's Christmas Day. It'd be nice if it was in the form of some snow, don't you think? Temperature should be right around 60 degrees. See you soon.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Since 1982, Mike Stevens Homes has built a place for your most cherished and treasured memories. We know the events that take place within the walls of our homes are the stuff of life, and we don't take that responsibility lightly. Our design process starts with you. Every home we build is as unique as the person or the family we're building for. I'm Mike Stevens, and I'd love to talk to you about your new home in your new neighborhood. Let us create the perfect place for your memories of baby's first steps, Thanksgiving with your parents, grandparents, and cousins, and the million treasured moments you'll be thinking of 20 years from now. Mike Stevens Homes doesn't build houses. We build places where your memories happen.
Hey y'all, it's finally here. No, it's the year-end clearance event going on right now at Rusty Walsh Chevrolet in Clinton. Get rates as low as 1.9%, no payments until March of next year, and up to $6,000 off new Silverados. And as always, you get the gift of Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. So find your roads to rustywashchevrolet.com and enjoy your holidays with us, where Chevys cost less.